A day in my career looks a very typical day. Mornings are all in the courts. So I don't say hi or hello to corporates in the morning. It's all my lords. Over my pedigree and experience of learning the skills of the trade, I found that law is a combination of science and art. And I also saw the divide that the art side is normally taken care by law firms and the science side or the process side is taken care by the big fours. So I've had the privilege of working in both the organizations. I was with Lakshmi Kumaran and Sridharan, and I was with E&Y. And it just occurred to me that there needs to be an organization which blends both of them, whether the art side or the creative side of a law firm or the process side and the systematic side of a big four. They needs to be merged together for law to grow, as the law in India as a concept is also growing. Therefore, I took my leave from my seniors and I started SKS as a super specialty indirect tax firm in 2012. And we have been doing great with the blessings of everybody and my clients. That I needed to create a hybrid of tax as a science and tax as an art, but it does not take away the fact that hybrid also needs to be specialized. You cannot have a mix of two things which are poles apart and try to think that you have created something very nice. You still need to specialize it and fine-tune it. So in SKS, what I have done is I have asked all my colleagues who work with me to hold at least 2 degrees, one from each side. Because unless you are academically qualified to handle both the things, you'll not be able to do justice. Apart from that, I have also created a niche in SKS that not every answer has to be given with a disclaimer. I hate disclaimers. If you're doing the work, you believe in it, and therefore at SKS we believe in giving an answer after due consideration of all the factors which are required without disclaimers. The main thing I tell my colleague is the client should not go to another firm. Whether he comes for advice, he should come to us, or litigation to us, audit to us. We should be able, the same team as a concept should be able to handle from A to Z of a tax process. As a CEO or as an entrepreneur, you need to see the opportunities before they pass you by. As far as opportunities are concerned, I would like to say is that you need to be aware and capable to identify them before they actually come up as an opportunity, and then you invest your time and efforts in grabbing that opportunity and letting it go. A day in my career looks a very typical day. Mornings are all in the courts. So I don't say hi or hello to corporates in the morning. It's all my lords. Evenings are all spent dealing with the clients, clearing the reports and everything. Google has done bit for almost every professional, whether it's a doctor or a lawyer or engineer. Anybody can Google anything and get up to 80% of the answers correct. Therefore, in a scenario like this where information up to 90% is available by a bit of effort, how does a firm survive? A firm survives only on being a super specialized firm, because the balance 10 is what you are paid for. For the first 90, if you are expecting money, you are not going to get it. And the balance 10 comes after you put in the years. You cannot expect the 10 to be visible to you from day one. So you have to first understand how the 90 was created, give your participation in the 90, give your lectures, give your interviews, give your articles. That all becomes part of 90. And then when you have understood the subject well, you go for the balance 10, which is why and what differentiates a good lawyer from a lawyer. Law as a subject and as a field needs a lot of perseverance for first 5 years minimum, where you need to just learn and accept from the seniors. So number one pointer for my success is I have taken my seniors very seriously. I have acted like a person who wanted to learn, not wanted to execute. The other pointer of success is that I've understood that knowledge shared is knowledge earned. Sometimes in legal profession and in tax profession, people like to hide their ideas and they want to hide their expertise so that others may not steal it. Trust me, the more you share it, the more you will finish it better and the more you will have a better grip on it. As a profession, lawyers need to talk. A quiet lawyer is not a good lawyer. So talk as much as you can. And the last and the least is a very professional tip for all my fellow CEOs and entrepreneurs. Your team is your family. If your team is not happy, then an unhappy person cannot do a lot of work which you expect him to do. He will be just executing the orders you have given. For him to raise his hand and give an advice which you have not asked for, he needs to be happy. So my pointer number 3 and the biggest pointer is keep your team very happy, because people grow faster than you think. The Indian legal system should understand the power it holds over the people of India, and it should not slow down than the economy. The economy of India as a whole is becoming very IT aware. Indian courts need to do the same. At SKS, I am so determined to offer a super specialty experience and a niche experience. SKS does not have plans for becoming a full service firm. SKS will continue to be an indirect tax firm. However, we have realized that tax as a subject is losing the human element every passing day. There's a threat right now which I've identified. In 5 years down the line, anybody who is working on a man-to-man basis is doomed. Anyone. If you think that you need to meet your client to get a business, you're gone. If you think you need to meet your team and you need to meet your any department officer for executing something, you're doomed. Trust me, the future, what I see, is that you should be able to put all your intelligence into something called as algorithm and never lose the art part of it. And never lose the art part of it. Always keep an algorithm open for debates. So at SKS, we are right now in very advanced stages of developing a portal wherein, depending on the level of art required by the person, sources will be given to him. The sources will be limited to indirect taxes, but yes, it will be a very, very tech-oriented services we are going to provide, and that's how I see. Dear law students, I belong to an age where law was a 3-year course with an annual examination, and there was no internships happening. You are in a golden age of law. Trust me, you are in a golden age of law. You have a 5-year course, semester exams with 1 or 2 months of internship every half year. So my advice to you is that we are serious, that we want serious students. So do not waste your internship period and do not pre-commit to something when you are not up to it. My advice to you is, over a period of 12 internships which you are due to do, have at least 6 legal subjects covered in it. A 1-month internship will not help, and more than 2 months is not useful for you. So have 2 internships in every field of law, choose your top 6 and go for it. And once you have finished the top 6 internships, I think you will be seeing a very happy us on the other side of the table, and we will see a very bright, enlightened graduate asking us to mentor them.